This is an interview with Alderman Rick McIver, who's running for mayor. Rick's taken some time to sit down for CalgaryPolitics.com to answer some questions in the heat of the final weekend, so really appreciate your time, Rick. Rick, a lot of mention has been made about experience, and I know that you've positioned yourself as the most experienced candidate. How important is the first 60 days for the new mayor?
Really important. There's so many major decisions that have to be made and begun in the first 60 days that there really is no time for on-the-job training. First big item is dealing with getting the facts out of MX about their pay structure, about a number of other transparency issues. We are on the clock the day after the election on the airport tunnel. The tunnel will cost $500 million more unless the new mayor can corral council and get a position to the airport authority in very short order. There's issues around firefighter deployment, making sure we got enough police officers. There's issues around this budget. Right now we're heading into 2011 with an overextended budget by $60 million. I know that I have pledged to get it down to 4%. The other two leading candidates are happy with the administration's recommendation of 6.7%, and I'm not sure how they think they'll take they'll accomplish that with no knowledge of the inside of the city. The first 60 days will also include getting a snow clearing policy in place before winter sets in a big way. There's so many major issues. There's actually no time for training, no time for learning the ropes. This council is going to have to go hard right from the beginning and make good decisions.
Over the last few weeks, the top three, as the media has been calling it, has emerged. What do you think the big difference is between you and the other two?
Big difference is, so it starts with experience. Frankly, the other two people are nice people, they're smart people, and they're qualified to do a whole bunch of things. The things they're qualified to do, unfortunately, doesn't include being the mayor of the city. You wouldn't put somebody in charge of a major corporation who hadn't been done similar work for a similar corporation or who has come up through the ranks. I'm the only one that fulfills those qualifications. And the other thing is just general preparation. I mean, the day-to-day rigors. I mean, we've already seen evidence of one of the candidates being uncomfortable with dealing with the media under high pressure, and frankly, cracking under that pressure. Yeah. We're going to need somebody who's more stable under a pressure situation to deal with a whole range of tough issues that are coming up.
There's been some big issues, some hotbed issues that affect the whole city, and I'm just going to ask you your take on a couple of them quickly. First of all, the Southwest Ring Road. What are your plans for that? How do you envision that?
Well, that's another difference between the three of us. The other two candidates have said, well, they've taken options off the table. The province is actually busy putting together a group of options for the new mayor to look at. The position I've always taken is I will look at the options, work with the province, and go with the best option. The other two candidates have both actually taken options off the table before knowing what the conditions of those options are. Unfortunately, for both Mr. Nenshi and Ms. Higgins, it's a sign of inexperience, a sign of lack of sophistication in how these major negotiations need to be undertaken. And Calgarians can't be left holding the bag. Calgarians have been waiting for this road for 50 years, and out of the three of us, I'm the only one that said I will ask council to commit within the first term to the route for this new road. Obviously, it'll be better if we can get a shovel in the ground and get it underway. But of the three of us, I'm the only one that's actually taken a hard position to say, no, it's time somebody stood up and said to Calgarians, we're making a decision, we're going to move forward, we are finally going to connect a couple 100,000 people in southwest Calgary to the rest of the city in a much better way.
Another polarizing issue is the airport tunnel, and I know some of the candidates have different views on that. What are your thoughts?
Well, all three of us say that we're in favor of the airport tunnel, but I have to say that I'm the one that has a plan together that has actually taken the time to go to get independent advice from construction companies and engineering companies and met with the airport authority. And through that, I know that this tunnel will be $100 to $150 million. I know that it can be done in conjunction with the rest of the airport runway construction, but only if council acts fast. So again, there's too many conditions on the other people's position that they're going to wait for somebody else to do something. For me, I'm going to ask council to take a leadership role here, because if we don't, it will cost $500 million more, and I don't want all of our kids and grandchildren to be saddled with that additional expense.
An issue that's dear to me, and I know it's important to you, is the recreation facilities in Calgary. I've worked on the Southeast Calgary Recreation Society, and I know how committed you are to that. But what are your thoughts on rec centers, ice rinks across the city?
But we still have some catching up to do, and for me, that's unfinished business. We've made progress. Mayor Brown-Kanye brought forward a proposal for new rec centers, which I supported and still do. And that unfinished business includes getting a rec center in Northwest Calgary, getting recreation facilities at Seton, at Quarry Park, and looking at the P3 opportunities at Great Plains. In between that, we still have to deal with some arena shortfalls, some soccer field shortfalls, and I'm going to ask council to work together, set priorities on these important items, and actually put a plan in place that we can provide the core facilities for people that want to do sports to be able to just recreate when they want to. It's not it doesn't seem like something that should be hard to ask for, but it's something that's undersupplied now, and I think we have to make that one of the priorities in the part of our budget that is for recreation.
And it's been a long campaign. I know you've been working hard the last few months, and we're in the last few days here. How important is it to get the message out that everybody gets out and vote?
Well, it's important that everybody gets out and vote, and it's also important that people understand how important it is, how actually frightening it is to think of putting the city in the hands of somebody without experience, and how important it is to put the city in the hands of somebody with experience.
That's great. Well, thanks, Rick. I appreciate your time, and good luck the rest of the weekend. I know that your team's been working hard, and look forward to the results Monday night.
Always a pleasure, Shane. Come around to the campaign office Monday night, and hopefully we'll have a laugh or two together.
Sounds good. Thanks, Rick.
Thanks.